So I just threw up this little balloon I got from Party City. It says yay. I don't know, it's a celebration, right? And then I have my iPad, I have my monitor, which I can't seem to get the input working. That's my fault for not, doing it well in advance. And then my computer all set up to go. So okay, yeah, so I got my coffee, threw on some lipstick, made me feel like I was actually, at school in the classroom, and I'm ready. So I have 8 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and get in my Zen zone and get ready for my students to come in. And yeah, I'm nervous, but I'm excited and all these things. So, okay, all right, so let me go ahead and, I guess, give myself a moment. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're so happy you're here. I don't hear anyone. Can you guys hear? Uh-oh, I think I might have an issue. I can't hear anybody. Hold on one moment, okay? Can you say something now? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, everybody. One more time. I think I can hear you now. Good morning. You guys said, okay. I was worried. I was like, thank you. Okay. Here. Oh, someone just left. We were all here. Okay, so I'm going to let them get logged on, but I'm actually going to go ahead and get started for the day on your first day of 4th grade. So I want to first start by saying that I'm so close. Unusual way to start school, but hopefully this year is going to be unusual, but unusual in a good way. We're practicing patience with each other and just know that we are all in this together. So I introduced myself, whatever, and then our school announcements. So we had video announcements and they were sent via email. So I played these for my students. All right, so we just did our announcements. And the next thing would be our schedule. And the schedule is as such. So basically, this was our schedule for the day, the first day of 4th grade. Every child had a copy of this, so they knew what to expect. But I went over the schedule and I explained anything that you see in red was something that I had the students fill in themselves. So we had them do that, and I helped them to understand what we were going to be working on that day and things like that. So that's what we did there. So what I'm going to do, and I'm seeing more feelings come in, and that's okay. We did a share. So we had them share their feelings about the first day of school, and we had them type it in the chat, or feelings about virtual learning. So we had them type that in the chat, and I just kind of affirmed their feelings. And it was like a range of emotions from angry, happy, sad, excited, nervous, all the things, right? So all of those things you are feeling, it is totally okay. There's a lot going on in the world right now. So I want to stop and say that there's a lot going on in the world right now, and we just don't know what's happening, but I'm there with you. All the things you feel, everybody type me a range of feelings from happy to sad. I'm like all of that. I'm like the rainbow of feelings. That's how I feel. But I am hopeful and I'm optimistic and I'm trying to be positive. And I'm so happy that you're here. Can I just say, I couldn't sleep last night because I was so excited to meet you. I was so excited. I couldn't sleep. I was like, okay, go to sleep, go to sleep. It took me an hour. I'm not even going to be in the school building. And it was because I could not wait to meet you. So the things that you're feeling, I'm feeling too. Just know we're all in this together, okay? So let's play a game. It's a scavenger hunt. And the rules were they had 3 minutes to find 3 objects. They had to walk and they had to be as creative as they could be. And it was 3 things that start with the letter F. So I gave them 3 minutes to find the 3 things. And then we had them each share 1 thing. Now, and what we're going to do, I'm going to show you this. You see the schedule here, but the scavenger hunt is simple, okay? You don't know what the letter is yet, so I'm going to give you a letter that goes along with it, but here are the rules, okay? Give me a head nod if you understand those directions. Okay, if you have a question, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask the question before we start. So, here's the theme of the scavenger hunt. As it's the first day of school, you have 3 minutes to find 3 things, as creative as you can, that start with the letter F. And the timer is going to start. And once the timer starts, you can go. Tell us. If you can't hold it, you can just tell us or show us, okay? It's all good. Okay, so the first thing, actually, how did I actually not, let me quickly share my object. So for the first day of school, I chose flowers. And they're flowers that are in my home classroom. And I chose flowers because they make me happy. So that's my letter F, scavenger hunt find. So what I want you to do, everybody hold up all of your objects in your screen if you can. Let me see it. I'm going to take a picture. Nice. Keep holding them up. Keep holding them up. All right. So we just finished the first half of the morning. The first half of the morning, the first half of the school day. It has been okay. Let me caution myself. It has not been bad. It's been okay. But breaks are so important. I could not let them go. I think the first time we met, we were on for an hour. And I was like, we got to take a break. So the next thing I did was actually then give the students a break. So I said, be back in, and it ended up not being 15 minutes because we were short on time, super short on time. So it ended up being 12 minutes. We were already over our schedule. We were off of our schedule. So, and I was like, okay, whatever, but I still wanted to give them a break. So we took a 12-minute break instead of a 15-minute break. So I let them have a 10-minute or 12-minute break. I don't think we got off until 10:30. So it's just going a little bit longer, but I think it'll be okay. So it's been very interesting, but now I get a little bit of a break. So I'm going to take that opportunity to eat. I skipped breakfast. Coffee was my breakfast. And then my teaching partner and I are going to call each other and just talk about anything we noticed. Cause she's teaching from home too. Anything we noticed that, hey, do this or think about that. So I'm going to take a little break, but so far it's not so bad. So we'll see. So after that was over, we decided we're going to do Google Classroom. And I was going to show them how to get on. And then once they got onto Google Classroom, I gave them 2 assignments. The first one was to change their notification settings so they wouldn't get all the emails whenever a child posts something. They wouldn't get all the notifications. And the second thing was a school supplies organization thing that I had created. So I'll show you that. So here's the directions. When they click on their assignment, they'll see this. And then this is myself. And I basically just put together the video, and I'll just kind of show you the start of it. Pockets to be the correct way. So flip that if it's not, and make sure the pockets are closest to you. So essentially we show them how to organize everything from their pencil pouch to their folders and all of that. And we also provide them with labels to do that. So we gave them directions on what to do with the extra papers that came in their packet pickup. And then after that, we had them watch a video on how to take a picture and insert it into their slideshow. And then after that, all they had to do was take a picture and actually insert it there. And then we showed them how to turn in an assignment as well. And we actually found this on YouTube, this little video here on YouTube, and it was perfect. And we just kind of set the parameters of the time to start and stop. So that was pretty much what we had them do after we all got together for Google Classroom. So we did small groups so we can discuss Zoom expectations and come up with that. So I'll show you how we did that. Okay, so we did a Google Jamboard, and it's basically like a PowerPoint slide, and it's got these little stickies. So I had students, essentially, I had different groups of students. I had students, six groups at a time, and not 6 groups, 6 students at a time, 4 groups of 6 students, basically. One group had 5 students. This is where it started to fall apart because they could not understand to come on at a certain time. It was too much for day one, in my opinion. But I asked them to give me some suggestions, and I typed them in and put the sticky notes in this little area. Now, our school's big 3 are take care of yourself, take care of others, take care of the environment. So we went through each one, and I asked them to say, how could we do that while we're, working virtually? So they gave some suggestions. And I met with groups 15 minutes at a time. But our first group got cut short because students didn't know what to do. So I had to answer those questions. And basically, while the other students were waiting to start on their small group, they had a word search to do and another digital like Chromebook agreement assignment to do. And I showed them to do that on Google Classroom. But again, some students weren't really sure and I couldn't answer them. And they were emailing me, but I couldn't answer them. But this is what the other students did. Like we worked on this and then they kind of saw, like, especially if they were the last group, how, you know, other students are also working too. And like we're working together and we're collaborating. So that was good. So after that, once we finished the Google Jamboard thing, I could tell they were done. This is when I said, okay, they are done, and or there's too much transition. So we're going to have to simplify it because having a small group here, there, and everywhere, it's just a lot. So basically what we did was we all came back together. I explained that you have these expectations and we will talk about them tomorrow. I reminded them of some of the expectations. And then I read The Day You Begin by Jacqueline Woodson. And I told them, today is the day you begin. We begin school, we begin a new journey, and it's up to you to tell your story. And we kind of ended there. So tomorrow, I know I've got to be super engaging and think about how I can relay the message of school and be as exciting and like all of those things as they hope. So I'm just a little nervous because I want to make sure that parents feel okay with this decision they've made. So tomorrow, got to step my game up and make sure we're doing things a lot more exciting and engaging for them. And pretty much that was the end of our day. So it was good. There were, of course, students who didn't want to get off, but I had to end the meeting because I've got to do planning now. It's my plan time. So I got to plan for tomorrow's stuff and then get going for Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday of next week and all that. So anyway, it was a good first day. I'm really happy about how everything went overall. And you live and you learn. So yeah, I guess I will be vlogging again for tomorrow, the second day of school. Hopefully I have a much better report. Today was okay. Hopefully I have another praise report. Let's call it like that. And yes, thank you so much for watching. I will talk to all of y'all next time. Bye.